Hi, I'm Brad Garlinghouse. As many of you know, I don't often make videos like this, but then again, not every week has been like this one. A few days ago, after 2 years, 7 court orders, and over $100 million in legal bills, the Hinman speech documents, including internal SEC emails and comments leading up to this now infamous 2018 speech, they've finally been unsealed. Hinman's speech created new factors to determine if a token becomes sufficiently decentralized to no longer be considered a security. At best, these documents show that senior officials at the SEC couldn't agree on the law and told Bill Hinman directly he would confuse the public even more about the rules for crypto. At worst, they show that Hinman deliberately ignored the law, and he tried to create new laws, something only Congress can do. And while he was a public servant, Hinman received millions of dollars of payments from his law firm, which was part of an alliance with others that had a vested interest in this speech.
Ripple lawsuit nearing its conclusion. Now, what do we know? Keywords? The battle for clarity must go on as our case draws to a close. According to crypto law, the matter is completely briefed and is pending a decision. The case in question is coming to an end. Cayman's Wrath reportedly discharged shots. Ripple is arguing its position. Pure political pressure in the absence of an admission. Brad draws attention to the fact that Hinman received millions of dollars from a law firm as part of a deal with other parties with a stake in the speech. The unsealing offers the chance to draw attention to the regulatory ambiguity. Purportedly, from the perspective that we are nearing the finish, but see what it is doing to the sector. It won't change the outcome of the lawsuit, but it might influence how Congress perceives the issue. Consequently, we have 2 objects. Additionally, public support for reform was generated by Ripple's open letter to its supporters highlighting Hinman's conflicts of interest. Attorney Deaton now identifies a number of potential conflicts of interest in the case. Deaton asserts that the Hinman documents are not the only conflicts of interest in the Ripple Xrp SEC action. Deaton said that Consensus and Joseph Lubin, the co-founder of Ethereum, were connected to Jay Clayton, the former head of the SEC, through his law firm Sullivan & Cromwell. Interestingly, Sullivan & Cromwell helped Consensus acquire Quorum and GPM Coin from Jeep Morgan, while Clayton's previous legal associate ended up working there as the deputy general counsel. Deaton also emphasized that Joseph Grunfest, a commissioner for the SEC, had expressed misgivings about the SEC's choice to sue Xrp. Deaton questioned Clayton's motivations as well. Clayton said under oath to us Senator Elizabeth Warren at his confirmation hearing that he would support any enforcement action involving a client of his law firm. He broke his word, though, and decided to sue Ripple, the main rival of the client of his law firm. As a result, the Wolf of Wall Street is now adamantly opposing the SEC. People keep telling me I'm taking unnecessary chances by criticizing the SEC and other branches of the government in such a strident manner. I will always speak up for what I believe to be right, no matter what. Every little and large investor, including even the BTC Maxes, opposes Gary Gensler since it is clear that he is damaging the market. This is not just the case for Xrp holders or so. Called conspiracy theorists, Gary Gensler is not the only person I blame for this. Senators and the government resemble. A time capsule from the 1930s. Just consider Biden's age, Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, and Jerome Powell, the Fed head. Please understand that I'm not saying that old folks are terrible by nature. Everyone will ultimately get older, simply said when it comes to understanding cryptocurrency. Their attitude is out of date. They obviously lack technical expertise in crypto, and it seems deliberate. Even a layperson can understand how technology may both positively and negatively transform the world. Unfortunately, the USA are the main area of concern here. The rest of the world has ambitions for Xrp and has already embraced cryptocurrencies. These major financial firms and banks like JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, and BlackRock are all showing a lot of interest in cryptocurrencies. It's a little bizarre because on the one hand, the government isn't really into it. But on the other, these powerful people are, it seems as though they are tugging the average person in many directions, which is really perplexing. At some point, the bull market will return. just when we don't precisely know. Imagine that Bitcoin surges once again to $65,000 or that Xrp reaches $5. That kind of return on investment would be incredible. However, consider this and don't invest indolently. Make independent research, keep abreast on important news and happenings, and don't be the person who invests $10 in Xrp, expecting it to soar to the moon in a matter of days. Today, Coinbase fires back from Paul Grewal at SEC. We couldn't wait until our deadline the following week to discuss the SEC's reply to the Third Circuit's order from June 6. The government rarely ignores a direct query from a federal court, but the SEC's evasive response goes beyond that. When we started today, the Commission has opted not to accept Coinbase's rulemaking petition and is intentionally damaging the industry, so the court should award mandamus right now. Further delay is pointless as seen by the Commission's refusal to specify how much more time it needs to consider Coinbase's case. The Commission should be required to report on its action, not a projected staff recommendation, in no more than 60 days at the very least, and the court should immediately consider the mandamus petition if the Commission has still not taken action by that point. We still value the court's comprehensive assessment of digital asset investors' concerns regarding Prometheum SEC and its connections to China. This is an atom bomb, not a smoking gun. While attempting to halt us, businesses like Ripple, Coinbase, and every other U.S. company, the CES is creating a Chinese backdoor into the cryptocurrency market player. We have SEC-certified coin, which is Prometheum's second advantage. Now, what does that mean? It means that the SEC must either qualify or register the securities when you do a Reg A+ offering or any other type of public offering in the United States. And it takes a little time of about 4 to 6 months. But it essentially implies that all of your options are now open to you because you are now allowing tokens that are accessible to all investors and free secondary market trading once they are published on an ATS. And I would contend that this is the holy grail that is required for the token economy to be successful. Let's now examine our issuance platform. On the issuer side, a potential issuer basically wants to make a token offering that complies with American federal securities laws. To do this, they complete out a Reg A+ offering and submit it to the SEC for qualification, which is not the case. It's strange because being qualified effectively means accepting the offer tacitly when the SEC approves tacit. The qualification makes that token eligible for free trade and open to all investors. And once more, for our economy to prosper, that is absolutely crucial. How will Prometheum list businesses on its ATS? Where are we going to receive businesses from an ATS, which stands for an exchange? An ATS, which is an alternative trading system and is the equivalent of an exchange, needs an issuer pipeline. To list products on your platform, you need to have product. Here's the second section of our issuer pipeline. Wang Zhang is Connected Parties, the largest and most capable blockchain firm in the world. Wang Zhang Shanghai Blockchain is the principal investor and technical co-founder of Prometheum, and they've made investments in numerous businesses that are a part of their network so that they may pay for listing on the Prometheum platform, issue securities, and list those securities on our secondary market. And what's beautiful about that is how flawlessly good their projects are. A fantastic product pipeline exists here. That's all for now. Kindly support our channel by pressing the subscribe and notification bell. Thank you for watching.